Hey guys, Carly Johnston here with the Detroit Red Wings and Tigers, standing in front of the Ted Lindsay statue at Little Caesars Arena. I wanted to give a quick shout out to my friend Chris Pame. I have been listening to him kill it on his podcast, 30 Minutes Live with CDP. You guys catch it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube Wednesday and Friday nights. Chris, thanks for the support. I hope to someday be on your podcast.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your bro CDP here. Sometimes in life things throw you a curveball. So in baseball you get a curveball thrown at you. Sometimes in football, quarterback has to audible. So unfortunately tonight I just heard from my guest about 10 minutes ago, Julie Buehler. Unfortunately, she's not able to make it tonight to come and talk about her career as a radio host in California and about her San Francisco 49ers and stuff. So hopefully Julie will be able to reschedule with CDP in the future. So tonight's show is going to be just me, solo act. So I'm basically doing what a quarterback sometimes does. It's called an audible. So sometimes, hey, you got to roll with the punches in that. So like I said, I still want to come on. I'll talk for half an hour. Obviously, we got the NFL draft going on tonight at 7 o'clock, rounds number 2 and 3. And like I said, I'm happy with what the Eagles did in the first round. They got the number 10 pick, Devonte Smith. Devonte Smith, from Alabama. He had 23 touchdown passes last year, over 1,800 yards and 117 receptions. First wide receiver in college football to win the Heisman Trophy award since Desmond Howard did with Michigan in 1991, and only the fourth wide receiver in college football history to ever win the Heisman Trophy. So, guys, give me a minute or so, and I'm going to put some highlights up of Devonte Smith. This could be the best Eagles receiver we've drafted in a long time. So how he did okay. I was just shocked that the Dallas Cowboys traded down for us, let Philly move up. So Dallas ended up getting the number 12 pick, and Philly moved to number 10. And I think Philly threw in a third-round draft pick to Dallas as well. But the Eagles still have 9 draft picks to go. So hopefully tonight Howie will do a good job in round 2 and round 3 tonight. And then the rest of the rounds will be Saturday in Cleveland. So, guys, if you guys can bear with me and come and watch me for a half an hour anyways on here later on. And by the way, just to let you guys know, I'm on Spotify now, radio app, Apple iTunes, and Anchor FM. So you guys can listen to my podcast on audio now as well, if you'd like to. So anyways, guys, like I said, once again, I apologize. Unfortunately, my guest, Julie Buehler, is not going to be here tonight. So hopefully we can do a rain check with Julie in the future. So anyways, thanks, guys, for all tuning in. Before we get into the show, I'm going to just check. Let's see. Mark Richards, where do you think Rodgers will land this year? Aaron Rodgers, I'm assuming you mean. He does not want to play with Green Bay. He is dead serious about threatening to retire. So I can't see San Francisco getting him because they traded a lot of draft picks to move up to number 3 to get Trey Lance, who's an outstanding young quarterback from North Dakota State. And they still got Jimmy G under contract. As much as I know Aaron Rodgers wants to go to San Francisco, I believe the Niners are going to keep Jimmy G for another year, and Trey Lance will be the backup. And I know New England right now, they have Cam Newton as their starter for one more year, and they drafted from Alabama Mac Jones. So I think New England settled at quarterback, and I think San Francisco is as well. I think his best bet, even though Denver just acquired Teddy Bridgewater, I think his best bet, if the Packers do trade him, would be Denver. But I don't know if Denver has the cap space to take on Rodgers' salary, and I don't know if they have what the Packers are going to be looking for. And right now, the Packers' number 2 quarterback is Jordan Love, who's a rookie they drafted last year. So good question, Mark. Please, Mark, or anybody watching tonight, this is a solo act. If you got questions, please feel free to ask me. What I'm going to do before I start the rest of my show, like I said, I had to call an audible at the last minute. So what we're going to do is, before I answer some more questions, I'm going to show a little clip of the gentleman that won the Heisman Trophy Award for the for Alabama last year, Devonte Smith, one of the best receivers in college football. Give me 1 second, guys, and I'm going to put his clip on here.
Farewell, touchdown.
This is about a 4-minute clip of Devonte Smith.
Quick strike to Devonte Smith, and he is in for a touchdown. And roll to the right on 1st and goal, and he throws to the pylon, and it is caught for another touchdown by Devonte.
Pushed the route into the end zone, and he's expecting the football right at the front pylon. Both.
Jones flips it to him. Devonte headed for the end zone, and as Smith scores his 40th tonight. 1st and goal. Jones on the run, and it's just too easy for Devonte. His records and milestones, and Bama stretches the lead. Play action. Jones steps up right down the middle of the field. It's touchdown. Devonte Smith cannot beat
the secondary player.
And now a flea flicker is caught by Devonte Smith. As we get another look, looked like he cradled it or did it hit the rush 5. Jones behind the defense again. Devonte Smith. Nobody can cover him. They've tried a couple of different defenders to no avail. That time,
special performance by the Heisman Trophy winner. 3 touchdowns.
Quarterback. He sets and fires a beautiful throw. Jones throws again, complete. Devonte Smith. Then Smith still on the move. Devonte Smith. Trip. Here's another angle. So acrobatic. 4 touchdowns. Plenty of time here. Deep for Devonte Smith in stride again. And goodbye again. Devonte Smith touchdown. Raving about the way Sark uses his personnel. Using Smith for a touchdown. They're having a very... And keep the clock moving. They hand it off to Smith. Beautiful play call. All kinds of running room and an Alabama touchdown. Running the show then. Well, this time he really has to.
Oh, no.
Jones wide open. Devonte Smith will cruise. Alabama touchdown. Jones goes to the end zone. Oh, what a catch! Devonte Smith. Touchdown, Alabama.
Holy cow. Good coverage, great coverage.
No.
One-handed to two. Unbelievable.
Well, he got his 200 back in fashion, didn't he? What a catch. Down the middle. On the run, Devonte Smith.
And it was calendar year 19 over the top, down the sideline, caught Devonte.
Injured player. Yeah. It says, do you think you can play? So they know what their pain threshold is and how effective they can be.
6. Great coverage by Kentucky. He's got nowhere to go. Try to thread the needle. And he sneaks it in. Devonte Smith. A record-setting touchdown grab from 10 yards out. Slate Bolton looked like...
Jones back to the completion now to Devonte Smith. Smith in the open field, trying to outrun everybody. Stingley giving chase. He'll bring him down, but not before he's to the 25-yard line. Trio on that left side. Jones got it to Devonte Smith. Open field. One man to beat. You can forget about it. Devonte Smith, touchdown, Alabama.
The quarterbacks usually. 3rd and goal. Bryce Young eludes one, throws down the line. Touchdown, a spin in for Devonte Smith.
Sark, play action. Jones to the end zone. Touchdown, Devonte Smith.
Anyways, guys, I hope you liked the highlights of Devonte Smith. Like I said, this guy's an impact player. He's 6'1", 175 pounds. He might be on a little small size, but last year he had 117 catches for the Crimson Tide, 1,856 yards, and 23 touchdowns. This guy is just amazing, and I was shocked that Philly got to move up with Dallas. Dallas obviously doesn't need a wide receiver, so Dallas didn't mind going down to number 12 from number 10, but they got a third-round pick out of it. But the Eagles tonight and tomorrow still have 9 draft picks. So, but this Devonte Smith, I think it's going to be great, and it's going to be great for Jalen Hurts too, because the young quarterback is going to need somebody who can catch and run with the ball. And this guy is a smart receiver, and he's got great speed. So I got to give thumbs up to Howie Roseman for this deal. And the deal only cost the Eagles an extra third-round pick. The Eagles still have, like I said, 9 guys to go. So anyways, guys, here's some other notes tonight. Alabama tied an NFL draft record last night by having 6 of its players selected in the first round of the 86th annual draft on Thursday night. Alabama's program is just outstanding. Every year that college team, it's run like a pro football team. So that's just outstanding on their part. And then some of the top draft picks last night, we had Trevor Lawrence going to the Jets, Zach Wilson to the Jets. Sorry, Trevor Lawrence went to the Jaguars. Sorry, I made a mistake typing this up. Number 1, Trevor Lawrence to the Jags. Zach Wilson, number 2 to the Jets. Trey Lance to the Niners, number 3. The tight end Kyle Pitts went number 4 out of Florida. And the number 5 draft pick, I'm just trying to see who that was again. I forgot. I know Kyle Pitts was number 4. Jamar Chase went number 5 to the Cincinnati Bengals. So, like I said, guys, we'll see. I know the Detroit Lions got that big offensive tackle out of Oregon too, which was a very good move. But like I said, what did you guys all think of the NFL draft last night? I thought it went well. There was some shocks. I didn't think Justin Fields out of Ohio State would drop to number 13, but he did. And the Chicago Bears, as far as I'm concerned, got themselves a good quarterback. But like I said, guys, here's something else too. Yeah, give me your thoughts, everybody. Just give me comments on the draft last night in the first round and the 49ers drafting Trey Lance, 6'4", 226-pound quarterback from North Dakota State. He didn't play much last year, but his 19 games at North Dakota State, they were 19-0. And the last big quarterback to come to the NFL out of that program was Carson Wentz, who went to Philly in 2016 and is now the quarterback of the Colts. So I really think the Niners did really well with Trey Lance. Big kid, good arm, good mobility, and I think Kyle Shanahan will be the right coach for him with the San Francisco 49ers. And I do think Jimmy Garoppolo will be with the Niners for one more year. I just don't know if Trey Lance is ready to step in to be an NFL quarterback right now. I do think having Jimmy G there, the veteran, for at least a year will help his development. I'm not sure how much Jimmy will teach Trey, but I really like that pick for the Niners. I think the Jets did well with Zach Wilson out of Brigham Young, and I also think the Jaguars got their franchise quarterback in Trevor Lawrence. But so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, guys, like I said, any comments about the NFL draft last night or right now, please feel free to send to me. So anyways, Mark Wilson, that was a good pick. Yeah, it was. I think I think all the teams did well. And even Dallas, I hate Dallas. They suck, by the way. They got McKee Parsons, a linebacker from Notre Dame. So Dallas got a linebacker with the retirement of Sean Lee. So like I said, it really worked well for everybody last night. And Buffalo did get a defensive end, number 30th overall, Rusin. I think that's what his name is, pass rusher, and they needed a defensive end. So even Buffalo got a good player at number 30. So, yeah, right now the draft's going on right now tonight. It started at 7 o'clock. So, yeah, I don't blame you guys if you want to watch that instead of me. But, hey, like I said, I'm here. Rounds 2 and 3. So, yeah, I want to see what Howie Roseman does with the other 9 draft picks the Eagles still have left. And by the way, one of my trivia questions tonight, I'm going to post it now. Since we're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm going to post it now and see if any of you guys can answer this. This is going to be CDP Trivia, and I'm doing it a little bit early tonight. Name the last year and Heisman Trophy winner. Name the last year and the last Heisman Trophy winner the Philadelphia Eagles drafted prior to Devonte Smith last night. Okay, so that's my trivia question tonight. See if anybody can answer that. So, and we'll bring Mark. Let's see, Mark. Green Bay. I didn't really follow the Packers last night, to be honest. I was more focused on the top 12 picks, Mark. So I know the Packers right now have Rodgers still under contract and Jordan Love. But for me, to me, Green Bay's priority should be getting a wide receiver. So we'll see what happens there. Hang on a second, Mark. I'll see if I can look it up for you, what the Packers drafted last night. 1 second. Yeah, I'm going to keep talking. So, yeah, guys, just keep going on with me. Bear with me. And like I said, I'll talk as much as I can. I'm just trying to audible without having a guest on tonight. So let's see who they drafted. Let's see. Let's see who the Packers got. I'm just putting it on my phone now, guys. So see who they got. Okay, the Packers look like they got Eric Stokes, a cornerback out of Georgia. So the Packers went with a quarterback, Eric Stokes, number 29 overall, from a cornerback from Georgia. So we'll see what happens with that. Like I said, I personally think the Packers, if they want to keep Aaron Rodgers anyhow, I think he's really disgruntled. I think they would have had to draft a high quality receiver, because Rodgers really hasn't had much to work with that Packers offense the last couple years, wide receiver wise, and so we'll see what happens. But I do think Rodgers is going to be, I think he is going to trade. Unfortunately, his exit in Green Bay is going to be like Brett Favre's. Unfortunately, it's not going to leave on a good note. So we'll see. You have to watch that ticker. But if Rodgers gets traded, I do believe it'll go to Denver. So, but like I said, guys, I'll just put the draft ticker on here, and that way I can let you guys know what's going on. So, and I like Denver's pick. Denver had the number 9 pick, and they took Patrick Surtain Jr., a cornerback, and I think that's going to help them out as well. So, like you said, again, I pardon my error on my ticker, but Trevor Lawrence went first from the to the Jags, Zach Wilson to the Jets, Trey Lance to the Niners, Kyle Pitts, Atlanta, Jamar Chase, the wide receiver to the Bengals, which will have Joe Burrows. I was going to say I like Kyle Pitts going to Atlanta. He's a good, solid tight end as well. So, one thing about Trey Lance I was mentioning to you guys, not just his football IQ and his arm and his mobility. His dad also played. His dad, Carlton Lance, briefly played in the CFL with the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and I believe he played in the Europe Football League as well with the London Murdochs. But I really think they got a good pick there. So I do like New England. New England in the first round got number 15, Mac Jones. Do you know this is the first time since 1993 the New England Patriots have drafted a quarterback in the first round? Name the last quarterback they drafted in the first round back in 1993. If anybody, you guys are Buffalo Bills fans or Dallas Cowboy fans, you will probably know who that answer is. I'll give you guys 1 minute to answer. Okay. I'll give you guys a few seconds. That was Drew Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe went number 1 overall with the New England Patriots in 93. So this is the first time in, I think, 28 years they've drafted a quarterback in the first round. Well, that's because back in 2000, they drafted that young skinny kid out of Michigan in the 6th round, 199th pick overall from Michigan, Tom Brady. By the way, guys, I don't know if I've ever told you any of this, but my friend Todd and I was at Tom Brady's first ever NFL game on Monday, July 31st, 2000 at Canton, Ohio. It was the Patriots against the Niners on Monday Night Football. I remember that game because I had food poisoning in Canton, Ohio, and almost had to go to the hospital. So it was not an enjoyable experience for me. And that was Dennis Miller's first Monday Night Football game in the booth with Al Michaels and Dan Phelps, I believe, at the time. But New England's quarterbacks back in 2000 were Drew Bledsoe was the number 1 guy. John Freeze was the number 2 quarterback. Former Argonaut, Montreal Alouette, Michael Bishop was the number 3 quarterback, and the young skinny kid from Michigan, the 6th round, 199th overall, Tom Brady. And Brady came in that game in the second half and really played well and showed well. So, like I said, guys, it's not always how high you go in the draft. It's just somebody giving you an opportunity. And like I said, 6th round, 199th pick for the GOAT, not too bad at all. So you never know with this draft, man. Some of these guys can be great in college football, but the NFL is a totally different game. The biggest difference with the CFO with college football to the NFL is the speed of the game. Guys are smarter and they're faster in the game. So some guys from college can pick up right away, and some guys need a little bit of development too. But I really think for the Eagles, I think Smith will fit in there really well, and especially he's going to be a big help to Jalen Hurts too. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does, because right now I believe the Eagles only have one quarterback on the roster right now, and that's Jalen Hurts, because Nate Sudfeld, I believe, signed a contract or a tryout contract with the San Francisco 49ers. So I don't think Nate Sudfeld will be back with the Eagles next year. So Howie Roseman, the GM, still needs to address the backup quarterback situation with the Eagles. I do think the Eagles are going to stay with Miles Sanders. They did re-sign Jordan Howard to another year, and they also got Boston Scott. And I think they're going to stay with that. But I think the Eagles still need to address the offensive line, defensive line, and I think they also need another linebacker, and I think they could use another quarterback as well. So Howie Roseman has his work cut out, but at least he's still got a couple more rounds and 9 picks to use. But getting Smith as a wide receiver is huge, because how often do you get a Heisman Trophy winner? Oh, by the way, I'm going to answer my next trivia question tonight. Mark, do you have any idea the last time the Eagles drafted a Heisman Trophy winner before Devonte Smith last night at Alabama Crimson Tide? I'm going to give you that answer right now. Stand by. CDP Trivia answer, that would be quarterback Davey O'Brien from Texas Christian in 1938. And he didn't play too long with the Eagles, and he ended up retiring. But the Eagles did draft another player before him. So this is the 3rd player in Eagles history that they've ever drafted winning the Heisman Trophy winner. But the last one they did was 1938, Davey O'Brien. Hard to believe. And here's some other information for you guys tonight. Yeah, the first player ever drafted by the NFL was also the first Heisman Trophy winner, Jay Berwanger out of the University of Chicago. Berwanger was drafted first overall by the Philadelphia Eagles in 1936, and he ended up being traded to the Chicago Bears, and he retired from there. So the Philadelphia Eagles did have the Eagles drafted the first ever Heisman Trophy winner back in 1936, and now they've got the current Heisman Trophy winner from 2020 in Smith. So, but it's been a long time since they've had a Heisman Trophy winner on the Eagles. Davey O'Brien from Texas Christian again in 1938. So, anyways, guys, like I said, I'm really pumped about Devonte Smith. Like I said, as a senior last year in Alabama, 117 receptions, 1,856 yards, and 23 touchdowns. First wide receiver since '91 to win the Heisman trophy since Desmond Howard did it with Michigan in 1991, and only the 4th receiver in college football history to win the Heisman Trophy award. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the trivia questions tonight. Like I said, some other stuff. There was kind of some reunions last night. Jamar Chase from LSU will be reunited with Joe Burrows with the Bengals, and Alabama's Jalen Waddle, a receiver, and Tula, the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, will be making magic with Dolphins. And then we got Devonte Smith and Jalen Hurts as well, reuniting as well. So I really do think this move, I'm really, really excited about this move. So we'll see what happens there. But anyways, guys, like I said, yeah, Alabama last night tied an NFL draft record by 6 players the first round. So I've already brought that. But anyways, guys, like I said, I just wanted to talk a little bit tonight about the NFL draft. Anybody that's a Buffalo Bills fan, keep the comments, guys. Ask CDP a question, and I'll try to answer it as best as I can. But like you said, I know the Tigers are playing the Yankees tonight too. So, but like I said, we'll see what's going on. But I'm just looking at ESPN right now, and on the clock, the Atlanta Falcons looks like they're going to take cornerback Tyson Campbell from Georgia. So yeah, right now they have Tyson Campbell. So, and let's see, Elijah Moore just went to the Jets. Number 34, a wide receiver from Ole Miss. So right now the Atlanta Falcons are on the clock. They have the number 35th pick overall. So Atlanta's on the clock right now, I believe. So anyways, like I said, guys, I apologize again. I was hoping to have my guest on, but I had to throw an audible. So anyways, there are a lot of great podcasts on tonight too, talking about the NFL draft as well. So, but like I said, guys, yeah, like I said, I'm really excited about Smith coming to Philly. Like I said, this guy is an impact player. So we'll see. I'm just shocked. I don't know how many of you are shocked, but you know how much Dallas and Philadelphia hate each other. I'm just shocked that Howie Roseman got the workout to do with Dallas Cowboys, the Jones, Jared Jones and his son. But Dallas got what they wanted, and then Mikaela Parsons, a linebacker from Penn State, and then they got that extra third-round draft pick as well. So, but like I said, guys, 1 second. I know dead air is not good. So, like I said, I'm just trying to keep talking for you guys because, like I said, I'm just it's kind of a different kind of show for me tonight. So, just 1 second, guys, and I'm just gonna let's see. I'm just gonna put on some pictures. Oh, by the way, here's something else for you guys too. No Green Bay Packer quarterbacks ever played 17 years for Green Bay. It's funny. Bart Starr, 16 years. Brett Favre, 16 years, and Roger, 16. So that's an interesting fact too. So, and like I said, I also like this move last night too. Clemson drafted fullback or running back Travis Etienne with Trevor Lawrence. So I really think that's going to help them too. So having teammates on Clemson play for Jacksonville will really help as well. So, but we'll see. But yeah, and also J.C. Horn went to where did he go to? I believe he got drafted by Carolina, number 8. So I really like that move too. But the Detroit Lions had the number 7 pick, and they got Penei Sewell, offensive tackle from Oregon, and I think that's going to help them too. They say this kid's got Hall of Fame potential to be a Hall of Fame offensive tackle. So, but like I said, guys, hey, if you want questions, feel free to ask. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, we'll just talk about stuff, like I said, the NFL and stuff like that. So, yeah, 2 rounds tonight are on. So, like I said, guys, speaking of, if you want to talk a little baseball, what do you guys think of Roberto Alomar no longer with Major League Baseball? And the Toronto Blue Jays today announced that they're going to take down his Hall of Fame banner and his number 12 from the Rogers Center. So what do you guys think of that? Alomar is allegedly accused of a relationship with a woman in 2014, doing something improper. Major League Baseball investigated it, and I guess they found there was enough evidence from their side to let him go as a Major League Baseball employee. And the Blue Jays today, and that made an announcement too, that they're going to sever ties with Roberto Alomar. The guy had Hall of Fame talent, but I've never been a fan of Roberto Alomar off the field. I just not a fan of his. I thought he was arrogant and cocky. So I'll leave it at that. I'm just hoping Major League Baseball and the Baseball Hall of Fame gets Lou Whitaker in the Hall of Fame one day. There's no reason why Lou Whitaker, who's one of the best second basemen of all time and played 19 seasons with the Detroit Tigers from 77 to 95, should not be in the Hall of Fame. Maybe he didn't speak up enough and he wasn't flashy, but he was a solid second baseman and a great offensive player. And he's one of the, to me, he's one of the top 10 second basemen of all time. And he really should have gone in the Hall of Fame with Trammell and Morris back in 2018. So let's cross our fingers that Sweet Lou gets into the Hall of Fame too. Miguel Cabrera right now is one hit from tying Babe Ruth with hits too. I think Babe Ruth had 2,848 hits or something. So Miguel Cabrera, the Tigers' future Hall of Famer, just needs one more hit to tie Babe Ruth. Miguel Cabrera right now is at 489 home runs as well. So right now the Tigers are in Chicago to play the White Sox. I believe they're playing the White Sox. Or no, they were there last night. They lost 3-0 and 11-1 in Chicago. So, the Tigers are still a young team, so it could be a long year again. But I just want to see development out of the young pitchers and the young players on the Tigers. So, and as for the Red Wings, their season's wrapping up soon. I know Tyler Bertuzzi's been out since the end of January. Franz Nelson's out for the year too. So they did call up Joe Villano, their future high draft pick. So we'll see how he does. There's a few games left for Joe Villano. And I don't know if they're going to have that big German kid, Mort Seider, come up as well. So, but the Red Wings do have some good future players they've drafted. So I think Yzerman's done a good job. This team this year, they've won a few more games, but I think they've been a more competitive team. And lately, Thomas Greiss in net has played better for them. And Bernier's been solid. So I think Steve Yzerman's got a lot of draft picks, 22 in the next couple years. So I think the future is bright with the Red Wings as long as Steve Yzerman's there. And I do think Jeff Blashill will be back with the Red Wings next year. My gut feeling is I think he'll be back with the Red Wings. So what do you guys all think? Do you think Yzerman will get rid of Blashill, or he'll get another chance? I've seen enough development out of this Red Wings team where I think he might get another 3-year contract out of Steve. So we'll see what happens there. I like the Detroit Pistons. I know we lost last night to the Washington Wizards, but Dwayne Casey's done a nice job with the young guys. Killian Hayes, I like. Isaiah Stewart, I like. Saquon Bay, I like. And I like getting Jeremy Grant from the Denver Nuggets and Mason Plumlee. So I think Casey will be in Detroit for a while, and I think the Pistons should be a playoff team in the East next year. So I know it's tough times right now in Detroit with the sports teams, but I do think the Pistons and the Red Wings are going to be okay next year. I think both of them could be playoff teams next year. We'll see. As for the Lions, I think it might be a couple more years, but I think Dan Campbell and their new general manager are going to come in there, and I think they're going to make the players accountable, and I like their pick last night too. So speaking of the Detroit Lions, I have to confirm with this gentleman on the weekend, but I'm crossing my fingers I can have the longtime radio voice of the Detroit Lions, Dan Miller, hopefully come on this Wednesday night, May 5th at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to contact Dan this weekend, and hopefully Dan will be able to come on and talk about his career in TV and radio and what's it like to be an NFL play-by-play announcer. There's only 32 of those jobs in the National Football League, and it would be nice to hear from Dan Miller. I think he's one of the best, and I like his touchdown calls. It's simple, but it's effective. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. And the one play that I remember Dan Miller most for is the game against the Cleveland Browns at Ford Field a couple years ago. Stafford had to come out with a badly injured shoulder, guys. And for some reason, Cleveland called a timeout, and Stafford was able to come back in the game, and he ended up throwing the game-winning touchdown at the end with a bad shoulder. And that was one of my favorite calls with Dan Miller. So we'll cross our fingers, guys, and we'll hope Dan's schedule is okay still to come on this Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, 5 on the West Coast, to talk about his career at WJBK Channel 2 in Detroit, and doing the Lions games. They were on WJR 760 the last 5 years, but the radio rates are now back, I believe, with 97.1 the ticket. So, and guys, I am still working on other guests as well. It's just a matter of their schedules matching, and hopefully in the next couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, I'll have more guests lined up as well. So, but anyways, like I said, guys, if you guys can't watch me live on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, you guys can listen to my audio on Apple iTunes podcasts, Anchor FM, and also Google Podcasts as well. And like I said, this technology is amazing, man. So so I've got 3 live platforms and I got 9 audio ones. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed my show the other night with Don Landry, the former PA announcer for the Argonauts and former radio host with the Fan 590 in Toronto for 16 years. I really enjoyed talking to Don. I think he's a good guy and he has had a long career. And Don is going to try to come back with me on again and maybe talk a little bit more about curling. I don't know that much about curling, so Don would be good for that. And I do have a guest. If any of you guys on here like the National Lacrosse League, I'm going to have one of my friends, Pat Gregor, come on Wednesday, May 12th at 7 o'clock, and he's going to talk about his career with the National Lacrosse League as a TV color analyst for the Halifax team out there. And he also works with Coolbet. So he'll talk to us about Coolbet and his experience being in broadcasting and doing the National Lacrosse team games with Halifax as well. And Pat is also a huge fan of the Buffalo Bills and Toronto Maple Leafs. So maybe we'll talk to him about the Maple Leafs and the Blue Jays and his Buffalo Bills and stuff like that. So, and like I said, guys, and I'm hoping next Friday I'll have a local business from Guelph on here as well. I just have to contact her this weekend and see if she can come on next Friday night. So, but we'll just keep our fingers crossed. Like I said, guys, podcasts are sort of like a football game. Where you got to call an audible. So I just had to come on here. I wanted to come on here anyways, guys, and talk to you about the NFL draft and about the Philadelphia Eagles draft pick so far and stuff like that. So, and I love coming on here. I really appreciate everybody watching me on here live and on audio in the States and Canada and across the world. So it's really cool doing this and stuff like that. So, but I'll definitely, hopefully, like I said, we'll get Julie to come back on in the future. I'll just let her contact me when her schedule is available and stuff like that. So before I head out, guys, if anybody wants to ask me any more questions, feel free to ask me a question. Comments, questions, I'm ready to do it. So, but like I said, guys, I hope you liked my little piece with Devonte Smith here. And the Eagles also have Jalen Reagor, who they drafted in the first round last year. I believe the Eagles are the only 7th team in NFL history to draft receivers in the first round 2 years in a row. So I'm hoping Jalen Reagor will develop more this year, along with Smith and then John Hightower as well. And then we have Travis Fulgham. And then we still got Dallas Goedert as a tight end, Richard Rodgers. As for Zach Ertz, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm a huge Zach Ertz fan. I would like to see him play one more year in Philly. I just don't know what's going to happen. He has 1 year left on his contract at $8.25 million. And I think what scares teams off is he is, I believe, 30 or 31 years old. And for a tight end, that's kind of getting up there in age. I don't think it's that old, but he did have some serious injuries last year. So, and the Eagles can't really release him because it's going to still be a cap hit, dead cap space on their on the team. So right now, I'd say it's 50-50 that he's back in Philly for one more year. So unless Howie can make a trade tonight or tomorrow, I think Zach Ertz might end up with the Eagles in training camp in July. So we'll see what happens there. I really like him. I think he's been a tremendous tight end with Philadelphia in his time here. And like I said, to me, he's one of the best tight ends in Eagles history and stuff like that. So, but like I said, guys, I do like the Eagles' move so far. And when I get done my podcast and I'm going to watch the second and third rounds, I'm just going to be curious to see what Howie does in the next couple rounds here and what he does. I still think he needs to dress the offensive line. I think we need to get the Eagles need to get a pass rusher, and I'd like to see another linebacker and another cornerback too. And I know the Eagles let Cameron Johnson, the punter, go. And I know Jake Elliott did not have a good year last year for the Eagles. So I'd like to see how we bring in a kicker to challenge Jake Elliott. And I don't know who the Eagles would want to sign as a punter. I know the Bills haven't re-signed their Pro Bowl kicker yet, Corey Borquez. I know they signed a guy from the Miami Dolphins. I can't remember his name again, but he's a solid kicker too. But I would love to see Corey Borquez if the Eagles have enough money to pay him in Philadelphia, because he's got one of the best kicking legs in football. But I definitely want to see either Jake Elliott smarten up and have a better year next year for the Eagles, or to bring somebody in, because I thought he was kind of weak kicking last year. So, but like I said, guys, fly Eagles fly. I wish it could be down at the NFL draft in Cleveland, but unfortunately, the border's still closed. So, but like I said, I think Cleveland's doing a really good job with this, the draft and that being at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I've been to Cleveland a couple times. It's a nice city. I've seen the Indians play at Progressive Field a couple times. I've been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a couple times. It's just a nice, easy drive off the 190 East. 190 west. You have to go westbound to Cleveland. It's about 2.5 hours from Buffalo. But unless you go through Detroit too. But it's a good city, and I'd like to see the Cleveland Browns have a good season next year too. I think they have a good team, and we'll see what happens there. And Pittsburgh Steelers got a running back, Najee Harris, I believe. I think that was a really good move too. They did lose James Conner, their number one running back, to the Arizona Cardinals. So I think even Pittsburgh did nice too. And guys, I've been watching both the ESPN and the NFL Network's telecast as well. So anyways, guys, like I said, I hope everyone's enjoyed my show tonight. Like I said, I apologize again for my guest. Unfortunately, something came up at the last minute and she couldn't make it. So we'll cross our fingers and Julie can reschedule with us in the future. Some questions. Oh, hi, Beth. Thanks for coming on. Detroit, they got in the first round. They took number 7 pick. They took Sol Powell, an offensive tackle from Oregon Ducks. Big offensive tackle. He has potential to be a Hall of Fame lineman, offensive tackle. So what the Lions want to do is they want to protect Jared Goff and get a running game. So my opinion about the Detroit Lions, I'm not a Lions fan. I think Dan Campbell's going to come in there and they're going to play old school football. I think they're going to try to run the ball next year. They're going to try to strengthen the O-line and the D-line, and they're also going to try to run the ball more so Jared Goff doesn't have to throw the ball 40, 50 times. So far, the Lions picked. I really like him from Oregon. He's a big kid, and I think he will help the Detroit Lions offensive line. So, hey, guys, anybody else have questions or comments, please send me questions or comments. I can talk for a few more minutes or whatever, as long as you guys aren't getting sick of me. I'd like to answer the best that I can. Like I said, this draft is really this NFL draft now is as hyped up as much as the Super Bowl. So, and there's so much going on. And like I said, I appreciate, like I said, everybody coming on and watching me on 30 Minutes Live with CDP podcast. Thank you, Best, for watching as well. And same with you, Mark. I appreciate it. So, yeah, guys, please keep the comments, questions coming in. I'll do my very best to answer them. And like I said, guys, I'm really excited about the Eagles draft pick so far, and we'll see what happens there. But again, we'll just put some of this stuff on my ticker. Trevor Lawrence went to the Jags. I know I made a boo-boo there. Zach Wilson, I think, will be a good fit for the Jets. Lance went to the Niners, number 3 from North Dakota State. Kyle Pitts, the tight end, went to Atlanta, and Jamar Chase from LSU went to the Cincinnati Bengals. So, and yeah, like I said, guys, I really appreciate everybody watching tonight. Like I said, again, guys, I had to call an audible. I wasn't gonna. Things happened at the last minute, and I wasn't gonna cancel my show. But like I said, guys, I'm hoping I can get Dan Miller on this Wednesday at 8 o'clock. I'm also working on getting another gentleman from WGR, part of the Buffalo Sabres radio broadcast, to come on as well. It's just a matter of seeing if he can come on now next week or after when the Sabres are done as well. So we'll see. But like I said, and I'm looking forward. And by the way, I do have a guest coming on in a couple weeks. He's from the the NBL of Canada. He is the online live streaming voice. I almost said TV, but not quite TV. He's the online streaming voice of the Windsor Express of the NBL to Canada. His name is Aaron Sanders. Please check him out on LinkedIn and his YouTube channel and Twitter and Instagram. Definitely check out Aaron Sanders' demos on YouTube. This young gentleman, I think, will be the next voice of TV basketball in Canada. He's a young kid out of Windsor, and I really think he has a lot of potential to be a TV play-by-play announcer. So check out Aaron Sanders on YouTube and some of his work. And Aaron's going to be my guest on Friday, May 14th at 8 o'clock, and he's going to talk to me about the National Basketball League of Canada and when they're going to start up. Hopefully this in the fall, they're going to try to start up, and maybe he'll tell me a little bit more about the league and about his 5 or 6 years, I believe, he's been doing the online streaming games of the Windsor Express. But again, check out Aaron Sanders, one of my friends on YouTube, and check out some of his work. He's got a lot of potential, and it's like I watched some of it the other day on YouTube, and it's like, wow. So Aaron's nice enough to come on my podcast, and we're going to talk a little basketball with him. And Aaron is originally from San Antonio, Texas. So, huge San Antonio Spurs fan, I believe. And like I said, it's going to be nice to talk a little basketball with him as well. So, but anyways, like I said, everybody that's watching on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook tonight live, thank you. Again, I apologize for the solo show, but unfortunately things happen. So CDP had to call an audible. And since I got you guys on here for another minute or two, if anybody's interested in one of my 30 Minutes Live with CDP podcast t-shirts, please send me a message on here and let me know what color or what size. The shirts are $15 Canadian. If you're in the States, I might have to charge a little bit more for shipping. It's not cheap to ship over the States, but if you're in Guelph, I don't mind delivering the shirts to you if you want to buy one for 15 Canadian. But if you're in the States, I'll just have to talk to you about maybe a few extra bucks for the shipping costs. But like I said, my friend, I want to wish my friend Laura a happy birthday. Her and her boyfriend Gary are in Toronto tonight, so I'm wishing her a very happy birthday. And she's the one that makes my t-shirts, and she does a great job, and I really appreciate her help too. And since I'm on here, I want to give my friend and my mechanic Jim Zettel from Barry Cullen dealership in Guelph on off of Woodlawn Road, big thumbs up with helping me out with my car today. Jim is a very good mechanic, but he's also very good at customer service and taking care of his customers. So if anybody ever needs to bring their car into Barry Cullen with their GM or whatever, ask for Jim Zettel, the mechanic. Jim is one of the better mechanics I've had in my lifetime, and he's a really, really good guy too. So when I go to businesses, when it's not just the service they perform, it's customer service too. And Jim does really great customer service. So to me, to keep me coming back to Barry Cullen is partly to do to people like Jim and stuff like that as well. So anyways, I wanted to do that for you, buddy. I really appreciate you watching me on YouTube and for your help and stuff like that. So anyways, guys, like I said, I do talk a lot, but I just had to, like I said, call a last minute audible and try to get a show on that you guys want to watch or listen to on audio. So I'm trying to continue to improve it all the time. I still have a lot to learn, and I really enjoy doing the podcast for you guys, and I enjoy interviewing people as well and learning new things as well. So, but guys, if any more comments or questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, I'm looking forward to my next couple of shows with my guests, and like I said, I'm working on a couple of actresses as well from Los Angeles too. It's just I just gotta connect. It's sometimes it's hard to connect with people. Everybody's schedule is different, so we'll see what happens there. But like I said, I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the NFL draft tonight and seeing who the Eagles take, and see if there's any more trades and stuff like that. And like I said, let's see. I think the Eagles just made another pick. I'm just trying to. Just one sec, guys, before I head out. Okay, the Detroit Lions look like they're on the clock. Okay, so second round, the Lions are on the clock right now. So Chicago took T. Jenkins, an offensive tackle from Oklahoma, and Atlanta just took R. Grant, safety from Central Florida. So the Detroit Lions right now are on the clock. So it'll be interesting to see what the Lions do with this second round pick here. And it's again the NFL draft, second and third round tonight on ESPN in the States and the NFL Network and TSN here in Canada as well. So, but anyways, like I said, guys, if nobody has any more comments, I'm going to call it a night. But like I said, guys, regardless, my next podcast will be this Wednesday, May 5th, hopefully at 8 o'clock. And hopefully we'll have Dan Miller on, the longtime voice of the Detroit Lions. I just have to email him this weekend, and I look forward to it. He replaced a legend in Detroit too when Dan took over doing the Lions games, I believe in 2005. He took over from the great Mark Champion, who is the longtime radio voice of the Detroit Pistons. So I'd like to ask Dan what it was like taking over the role of radio play-by-play of the Lions from a gentleman like Mark Champion as well. I'm hoping to get some more guys on from Detroit as well to come on my podcast as well, because as you guys know, I'm a huge Tigers fan, Red Wings fan, Pistons fan, University of Michigan Wolverines fan. Not a big Lions fan, but I do want to see the franchise win, because I think if the Lions ever got to the playoffs or won a playoff game or even won a Super Bowl, I think it would be a huge party in Detroit. I really do think the Detroit Lions ever win a Super Bowl, I think Detroit would be a football I think Detroit is a great football town as it is, but I think it would be the Leafs winning the Lions winning the Super Bowl would be the equivalent of the Leafs winning the Stanley Cup. It would be that huge in Detroit. The Lions' last NFL championship, this was pre-Super Bowl, was 1957. That's how long ago it was. The Leafs' last Stanley Cup was 67. The Lions, 57. And then the Lions have only won one playoff game since 1957, and that was the 1991 NFC divisional game against the Dallas Cowboys. I think they beat Dallas 38-6. That was Dallas's last loss in the playoffs until they won their next two Super Bowls against Buffalo. So, oh great, I got another comment. Let's see. Oh, hey Pat, perfect. Thoughts on the Bills' first round pick last night? Is his name Carl? I know it's Rusin, but he's a defensive end. I definitely like it. It was the first round overall, 30th overall, defensive end. Definitely like him. I don't think he played a lot last year. I think he sat out, but I think he's the year before that he had a ton of sacks. And I like it. The Buffalo Bills needed to address their defensive end position, because last year their defense had no pass rush. It as good as their linebackers and secondary are, you need a pass rush, because guys like Mahomes and Brady will kill you in the playoffs if you don't have a pass rush. And having an effective pass rush, Pat, you know this, makes the linebackers better, makes the cornerbacks better. So to me, I think Brandon Beane gets an A for his draft pick, and I think it might be even a steal. So yeah, Pat, if you got more questions, feel free to ask. I've already given you a plug for coming on in a couple weeks, and I look forward to talking to you about the National Lacrosse League and Cool Bet too, and even golf. I don't know much about golf, so if you want to talk about golf, that's fine too. But guys, I can talk for another 3 minutes if you want me to talk. Just feel free. You ask me a question, I'll do my best to answer it. And the comments too. I'll try to read out the comments in that as well. So, but like I said, Pat, I'm looking forward to talking to you on Wednesday, May 12th at 7:00. And like I said, I want to say happy anniversary to you again, 3 years. But you got to get your girlfriend to get Detroit Red Wings too. I'm just bugging you about that, pal. The Leafs have a good team. I don't hate anybody on this Leaf team. Before I used to hate the Leafs because of Ty Domi and guys like him I couldn't stand, but this Leaf team's not bad. I just don't know, Pat, if the Leafs have the goaltending to go far in the playoffs. I'm not sold on Jack Campbell or Freddie Anderson or this other guy, David Stitch. And we'll see. But I'm still picking Tampa Bay. My Stanley Cup prediction right now, Pat, you guys can laugh at me. I'm still picking Tampa Bay to get back to the Cup against the Vegas Golden Knights. Tampa, Vegas Stanley Cup final. I do think Colorado has a shot too, but my gut feeling tells me it's going to be a Lightning, Vegas, Tampa Bay, Vegas Stanley Cup finals. And tonight, the Lakers might be getting LeBron James back in. If he doesn't play tonight, he'll definitely play Sunday. So the Lakers, as much as I hate them, with LeBron and AD back, they're going to be tough to beat in the playoffs. If both of them stay healthy, the Lakers, I still think are going to be the favorites to get out of the Western Conference. We'll see. As for the Eastern Conference right now, Brooklyn's a good team. Milwaukee's a good team. Philly. But you know what? To be honest with you, there's nobody in the East that's dominant. And I just don't know if any of these teams are good enough. Brooklyn has the big three with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and who else did they get? Blake Griffin. And I don't know if the Nets can stay healthy enough. We'll see. But the Clippers, they're a good team, but they have a history of choking in the playoffs. And Denver, as you guys know, the Kitchener native Jamal Murray is out with ACL, I think, torn ligaments, so he's done for the year. So I don't think Denver's going to go very far in the playoffs. And Utah, I'm not sold on them yet, so we'll see. Anyways, like I said, guys, and we'll cross our fingers that the OHL can start up training camp in August, and they can start preseason hockey in August. So we'll cross our fingers there. And Pat, I was going to ask you, you're a Blue Jays fan. What's your take on what happened with Roberto Alomar today? With the story with that. Let's see. Oh, okay, I thought it was Carl. Pardon me, Pat, I was bad. For some reason, I had the name Carl in my mind. Greg Rosen from Miami. Yeah, he opted out due to COVID, yes. And apparently his family lived in Buffalo for 4 years in the 1990s. So his parents know about the city of Buffalo, and he's excited to go there. Yeah, for some reason, I had that name, Carl. I had the last name right, but yeah, I think it's a good pick. I really do. I'm not a Bills fan, but I really think they needed a defensive end. And to be honest, look at their Super Bowl teams. They had to have a pass rush, and they had Bruce Smith, and they had great linebackers too. They had Phil Hansen, Bruce Smith, defensive ends. They had good linebackers too. But to me, with the defense, it starts with the line. Good pass rush helps the linebackers in coverage, and also helps the secondary. When you got no pass rush, the linebackers end up having to do more and being more exposed in the secondary as well. So thumbs up to Brandon Beane for that draft pick. I think, like I said, I think all of our teams last night did really well. And I think the Chicago Bears did really well getting Justin Fields. I hate Ohio State, but I think Justin Fields is the real deal, and I think he's going to give Chicago their first legitimate quarterback in a very long time. And it'll be interesting to see if Andy Dalton can beat Justin Fields out for the starting quarterback. Because right now, if I'm the Bears, I don't commit to – I know they signed Andy Dalton to a 1-year, $10 million contract, but I'll tell you this, if Justin Fields outperforms them in preseason, I would start Fields. But if Fields struggles because he's a rookie and it's an adjustment from college football to the NFL, then you got Andy Dalton, the insurance policy. But long-term, Andy Dalton is not the Bears' future. It's Justin Fields. And I really think they did well with that pick. So, like I said, and Alabama had so many players drafted last night. That program is just amazing. like I said, that and Clemson and that. The SCU is probably the strongest conference in football. The ACC and the Big Ten, well, like I said, they have a ways to go yet. But anyways, hey, like I said, I'm happy. The Eagles got their Heisman Trophy winning wide receiver, Devonte Smith from Alabama. And I was saying, Pat, this guy's dominant. 117 catches, 1,856 yards, 23 touchdowns. First wide receiver since 91, Desmond Howard, to win the Heisman Trophy. So I look forward to that. But Pat, were you able to catch my show with Don Landry the other night as well? Don's a great guy too. And if you like curling, Don's the guy to talk to. He's covered that for a long time. So, yeah, guys, Mark, Trevor, Pat, if you guys can hang on a couple more minutes, ask me some more questions. I think Atlanta did well with their tight end as well. So, but I like Kyle Pitts. I think he's a good tight end. Like I said, we'll see what happens. But like I said, guys, yeah, we got draft tonight and tomorrow night. And like I said, we'll see what happens with the Eagles draft picks. So anyways, like I said, guys, hopefully, like I said, next show, I'll be able to have a guest on. But hey, it's the way life goes sometimes. You just life sometimes throws you a curveball, and you just have to swing away at it. So, but anyways, like I said, yeah, if anybody, like I said, wants a t-shirt, please send me a direct message and I'll get you one for $15 Canadian plus shipping if you're in the States. But yeah, like I said, I'm happy with them. I'm going to look at maybe getting some hats made up in the future as well. So, and like I said, I'm just, I can't believe I've been doing this over a year now. And like I said, really, this is great, man. And I really great. I love StreamYard, by the way. I know everybody likes Zoom, but StreamYard's great too. So anyways, guys, like I said, I'm going to probably head out shortly. Unless somebody wants to ask me some more questions, I think I'm going to call it a show. But like I said, I hope you guys can all tune in to the next show on Wednesday, May 5th, most likely 8 o'clock. And we'll hear what Mr. Dan Miller has to say about the Detroit Lions and their draft picks as well. So we'll just cross our fingers. Our schedule's worked out. And that, Pat, I'm all ready to go with you on May 12th. Same with my friend Aaron Sanders on May 14th. Again, check my friend out on YouTube, Aaron Sanders, with the Windsor Express. And this guy, he has the it factor for television, and I'm really lucky to have him come on and maybe tell me and my audience a little more about the National Basketball League of Canada, which has been on hold for over a year now too with the COVID, and they're hoping to start up in November as well. So anyways, guys, you can check out my Facebook sports page, Chris Palme Sports Blog. If I can get to 150 likes in the next, I'd say next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I will give the winner or the 150th like a free t-shirt. Or whoever helps me get the most likes to my page in the next 2 weeks, I will throw in a free 30 Minutes Live with CDP t-shirt as well. So there's my sports blog page there. You guys can also follow me on Twitter at Chris D. Palme. I'm on there every day, tweeting mostly about sports and then the latest sports news and all that stuff. And you guys can also check me out on my other social media accounts on Instagram as well. And please check out my YouTube channel. It's under Chris Palme or 30 Minutes Live with CDP. If you'd like, please subscribe or hit like to my videos. I do have a number of my previous podcasts on YouTube. And like I said, guys, one of my favorite interviews was with Damon Allen, the CFL Hall of Fame quarterback. So if you guys want to check me out on social media, to answer any of the questions, I am not on TikTok. And I'm not sure I want to go on TikTok. So I'm quite happy with what I have on here too. Oh, and I'm also on LinkedIn. If you guys want to follow me on LinkedIn, I do put some of my podcasts on my LinkedIn page. Just Chris Palme, LinkedIn. And if you guys want me to connect with me on LinkedIn, just please send me an invite as well. So anyways, guys, like I said, StreamYard's the official live stream provider of 30 Minutes Live with CDP. I'm so thankful to have StreamYard as well. And like I said, we got the NFL draft going on. It started last night and goes until tomorrow night in Cleveland. And like I said, guys, hopefully I'll have more to talk to you guys about Wednesday night as well. So, but yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles got their first Heisman Trophy winner since 1938. Hard to believe. So, anyways, guys, like I said, I'm gonna any more comments or questions, and if not, I'm gonna call it a show. So I hopefully, like I said, guys, I entertained you guys enough for over an hour, and like I said, I'm looking forward to my next podcast on Wednesday. So. Anyways, guys, and like I say, if you want to email me, it's cpame19@gmail.com as well. So, anyways, guys, thank you everybody for watching. Patrick, thanks for watching. Beth, thanks for watching. Mark, Trevor, if you watch now or later, thank you. Same with Shelly. Like I said, I know I repeat myself. I'm an old guy, so I have an excuse. I'm almost 49, so I admit sometimes I repeat myself, but it's just something I do. But anyways, yeah, like I said, unless anybody has any more questions for me, comments, I'm going to let you guys all go. And I will definitely see you all Wednesday, May 5th at 8 o'clock. If something changes with my guest or my start time, I will let you guys know ahead of time. But right now, it looks like Dan Miller will be on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. But I've got to email him and just check with him and see if that's still good with his schedule and that as well. So, anyways, like I said, guys, thank you all for watching 30 Minutes Live with CDP. And we'll see you Wednesday night at 8 o'clock on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Fly, Eagles fly. Dallas sucks. Good night, guys. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you all again for watching 30 Minutes Live with CDP.